Hello crafter, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today I'm going to make a fun card with you and I'm using all things made to surprise in this card. This is part of a blog hop and there are some other crafters who are part of the blog hop, and if you have a look in the description down below there'd be links to each of their videos. The celebration is Made to Surprise Birthday. Made to Surprise, designed by Sam Calcott from Mixed Up Crafts, is 6 years old this year. So we've had a month of May full of celebration, bargains, absolute bargains at Craftworld, and it's just been so much fun. I've done a live and videos and everything celebrating Made to Surprise 6th birthday. So I'm going to move you down to the table. We're going to have a look at the products that I'm going to be using today, and we're going to make a really fun showstopper card. So as part of the Made to Surprise Birthday, I have had a bundle specially put together that has a massive discount on it. My bundle is this product here. It's the Trifold Showstopper mechanism die. I've also, as part of the bundle, got the Hooray stamp and die set, and this one is fully loaded. There's so much in it. And then my third product that I have in my bundle is Make-A-Wish. Now, all these products, when you put the three of them together, come to over £100, but there's 60% off all these. So if you don't have these in your stash, I recommend you pop over to Craftworld. There's a link down below in the description and have a look at this bundle. In the description, I have links for everything individually that I'll be using, except for the nesting dies that I'm using, my circle dies, but everything else has a link. So you can buy everything individually. So if you just wanted the Make-A-Wish stamp and die set, or just the Hurrah and the mechanism, however you want to purchase, there are individual links down there. But if you buy this bundle all together, you'll get 60% off. So I think it's worth it to buy the whole lot than buy one or two. The links down below are affiliate links. That means if you use them, and I hope you will, I will get a little kickback for sending you to Craftworld. It won't cost you anything extra, but it does help me to share with you the products that I use, because I pay for the products that I share on my videos with you. So these are the products that I'm going to use, and I'm going to look at the Showstopper one first. This is the Trifold mechanism, and these are all the dies that you get. You get mats and layers to embellish your card, and then this is the main plate, and it will cut out one of these. So you could cut out one of these and have this as a really fun card, and you could have it designed any way that you like. Whichever way you put it, it will stand beautifully. But if you die cut this out twice and put them together, you get a really fabulous showstopper card that will stand up like so on a mantle. And I mean, a normal card just isn't going to cut it when someone has this set on their mantelpiece. So you can have it this way, you could put the two together this way, you could do it this way. This would be great for a communion or a confirmation, or a blessing if you were having a Christian blessing and you wanted a card for that. You know, that would be fabulous either way. So I mean, there's so many different ways you can put this together. I've actually got a video where I have made this into a stepper by doing it this way, and I just added another panel to the back which allowed the whole thing to stand up like so. So really your imagination is the only thing that's holding you back. But I'm going to put the two together like this today. So that's this plate. You'll need two of those die cut out. Then we have lovely mats and layers here on the back. Now You would normally, with this one, if you were just doing one, you would take these mats and layers and put them over the top. But because I'm putting two together, I'm going to do something a little different. Now, if you did do it this way and you want to see how to use the dies, doing partial die cutting and putting that on the front of your card, I do have videos for that, and I'll link them down below. So I have my mats and layers here cut out. So these are our side panels, of which I have two. And they'll sit on like so. And then I have cut out these little squares. Now there is a die for those, but these measure 1 3/4 by 1 1/2. And they are going to sit in here. So if you look here, we have 3 spaces to put our balloons, and I'll just make sure that I have the orientation right. I don't want the balloons upside down, so I'm going to put 3 of them here like so, and then on the other side I'll put the other 3, and I have another one in there. It's under the pile there somewhere. So that's all our mats and layers. Then rather than putting a full piece on here, I have cut out these 2 strips. So my blue piece measures 7 1/2 by 1 3/4, and my pattern paper measures 7 1/4 by 1 1/2. And I'm going to put one of those here. So when these 2 pieces are like that, our strip is going to go along the bottom, and then this one will go along the top. And then the fun thing I'm going to do is on the middle of this, I'm going to put a spinning frame. Now I do have a couple of videos and a YouTube live showing you how I do this, but I just think it's going to look fab on top of this piece. So in order to make a spinning frame, all you need is some nesting dies. Now I have got some stitched nesting dies in my stash. These were a Creative Craft Products die, but you can use whatever you have in your stash to do this. So my circle is 5 1/8 in diameter, and when I put my 2 dies on there, it will give you 2 pieces like this. So my largest frame, my largest die was 5 1/8, and then the inner die that I used was 1 7/8. And when you put those 2 together, you will get your frame and you'll get this inner part. Now keep the inner part, because you need to take the die out of this piece that you used and cut 4 more of these. So I have 1 frame and I have 5 of these inner circles layered together. Now you could die cut out 2 of these if you're using you know, a light cardstock, but I have used a 300 GSM cardstock to die cut out my frame. So my frame is going to sit on here like this. My inner part is going to sit down like so. And then I have this blue piece. My blue piece here, this measures 2 1/2 inch diameter. And I have stamped on this Sip Sip. And I'm going to show you now where I got that from. So that sentiment is here, Sip Sip Hooray. This is it here in the stamp set. And what I did was I just stamped the Sip Sip part on this panel, because I have used the big words die set. That's these ones here. All the sentiments, this one is called. And I have taken the hooray, because this stamp set here is called Hooray Stamp and Die Set. So I wanted to pull out the hooray word. Now there are lovely stamp sentiments on this that you can use. There's a yay here as well that we are going to use, but not on this part. So I've got my hooray that I've die cut out, and I have all those here. And I'm going to pop that over the top like so. I've also die cut out the Celebrate. Now the Celebrate is from the, Let me just get that here. It's from the Make-A-Wish stamp set. Now, the Make-A-Wish stamp set, I have used this poem here. You can see it there. So this piece is going to stand behind our showstopper, and it's going to give us a place to write our message. So this piece of cardstock, it measures 11.5 by 3 3/4. I've scored it at 5 3/4, and then I've stamped my Make-A-Wish sentiment here. Now you could put it inside, so when this is on the card, this is a blank piece of cardstock. But what I want to do is I want to take the celebrate word that's down here, and I have that over here. And I'm going to put that in here. So I'll be able to write to the recipient here, my little message, and with love from Simone on that. And then when they look at this on the outside, they have a beautiful poem. And I'm going to take some of my lovely embellishments that I have here. So all these are from, and I've just used the gifts, these two here, and I've used the 2 party hats. And as you can see, there's banners and there's champagne glasses and bottle. This is our yay that I've die cut out and that I'm going to use to embellish the card. But there's so many fab dies on this. I really think this is a great die set, party, birthday, celebration die set to have in your stash. And it doesn't just come with the dies. You get a great selection of stamps as well. And I love the candles here with the numbers. I think they are so cool. So now I think that's everything. The only thing else that I want to share with you is the paper pack that I'm using, and it's all the fun and games, this paper pack. And I think this is very good for either masculine or feminine, for the guys or for the guys and girls. I think this will work really, really well. So that's all the products that we have used. I'm going to go ahead now and do a little bit of assembly, and then once I've done that, we're going to decorate our card together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 card bases, and where they overlap is where we want to add a little adhesive. Now I'm going to use my Collal glue, which is a construction glue, but you can use whatever liquid glue or tape runner or double-sided tape that you would like to use. So I'm going to add that down onto one of the card bases, and then once that is on, I'll then take the other one and I'll overlap that on top. So our card bases have been joined together. I've my mats and layers down, and now I'm going to add my circle. I want to make sure that that is centered, and once that is, I'll add the inside part down. I'll use some quick grab glue for that, and I'll take the frame away to make sure that it doesn't stick to it. Once that's down, then I can pop my blue little die cut on top of that. I'll add the glue to the center part and then put the blue piece down on top of that. I've added my little spin arrow on there as well, and I've made sure that it doesn't come over the edge of the card, and you want to make sure you do the same with any of your die cuts that you add onto the frame. Make sure that none of those are going to spin around and be over the edge of the frame. So every time I add something new to the card, I'm checking there across the bottom that nothing is going to stick past the edge of the bottom of the card. So it's just a matter now of embellishing them all and deciding where you want them to go. If something's a little too big, well, I've just cut a bit of the bottom off so that it'll fit in nicely. And I'm really loving how this is turning out. All these images are looking smashing on here, and it just absolutely makes me smile when I watch it and play with it. Once I've all my die cut pieces down and I can see that they work when the card is standing up and I give it a spin, I'm going to work on the panel for the back. So where I've stamped my Make-A-Wish poem, I've added a couple of the party hats, and then inside I'll add 2 gift boxes as well as the Celebrate die cut. So I'll just add some liquid glue to the back of that. And again, I'm going to use my Collal and stick that down in place. And there we go. So here we are with our finished card, and I think you'll agree this is a fun looking card. It stands up beautifully on a mantelpiece or a shelf like so. And I think it looks really, really fun. I've added a little bit of sparkle with my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen onto the yay and the hats and the hooray and the party boxes as well, the gift boxes down there. And yeah, it sits lovely. On the back, I have got my little card base or card panel. I've put my beautiful poem made by Sam on here. She came up with this little poem herself, and I have to say it's one of my favorites now. And I've used 2 of my little die cut party hats. Inside then I've used the Celebrate, and I have put 2 of the gift boxes in there. So there's plenty of room there to write your message, you know, to whom it is and from whom it's from. I think that's plenty of room in there. You could decorate the back as well, but I think that's not going to be seen, so I don't tend to do that. And yeah, so there it is. We have our lovely spinning frame element, and we have our arrow there telling the recipient what they need to do. It spins around lovely using the little arrow, or you can just, you know, grip onto the die cut pieces there and use that. But I do like to use the little tab there. Now for the envelope, I have finished up with making an envelope. I made an 8x6 envelope. I've decorated it with a piece of pattern paper. I've used some of the Made to Surprise stamps there to embellish it. I've put one of my little gift boxes on here. I've made sure that that's glued down really, really well. And then on the back, I have used the Made to Surprise embosser with the happy birthday on it and a little stamp with made with love on there. So I think that's really fun. If you're worried about this going through the post, what I usually do is I'll put my card into my handmade envelope, and then I'll pop that into an A4 envelope and just fold it down so it kind of fits. But this will probably be hand delivered. So yeah, I love it. So there we go. There is our fab card celebrating the Made to Surprise 6 years by Sam Calcott. So this blog cop is called Friends of Made to Surprise. There are 3 other people in the blog hop. Sam herself, there's Hayley, the DT from Made to Surprise from Hayley's Cards, and Benita, who is under a pile of papers. That's the 4 of us doing this blog hop. So do have a look for their links to the next video down below. Don't forget that you can click the more button down below and you will find lots of great links to the products I've made, to all the birthday bundles that Sam shared throughout the Made to Surprise month. There's also, Hayley has a very special bundle too. So click on my affiliate link, craftworld.com, down below, and that'll bring you over to Craftworld. I've also put individual links for each of the products that I've used, where they are available, and I think all but the nesting dies that I have used, the circle dies, are available over on Craftworld. I think that's everything. The sale ends the end of May, so make sure if you're purchasing to pop on over before the end of May, and make sure you click on the next video down below and pop over. Give some love to Hayley, to Benita, and to Sam. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye for now. Bye bye.